Morning everybody, Tony from Hearns doing an unboxing today. They're letting me fly solo this time, which is always a little bit risky. What we've got here is, I'm not quite sure how to describe this. It's a bit of an orphan, this kit. The Associated B6.4 CC. Now, of course, the B6 is like a massively successful two-wheel drive race buggy for Associated, but it's just recently been superseded by the B7. And as a bit of a farewell, I suppose, Associated have done it in clear. So it's considered the CC Collector's Clear Edition kit. Now, there's been a lot of people talking about, oh, why do they bother to do this? What a stupid idea, you can't race it. Well, yeah, you can't race it. It's as simple as that. You can run it, but race it, I wouldn't think so. It's a bit risky. Unfortunately, inherent in doing a clear plastic version of the car, you're going to lose the strength. It's going to be brittle because most of the stuff that makes the plastic or carbon reinforced plastic strong is in the colour. The fibres and all this sort of stuff that go into it are coloured. You can't make them in clear. So there's not a lot you can do. This is almost like an SLA model, which is stereolithography, which was the early form of 3D printing. It's just not all that strong. But that's not the point. This is if you're a B6 fan, this is about having something to display up on your shelf somewhere. Have a look and just look at it and just marvel at the engineering, looking inside the gearbox, seeing all the gears and seeing everything else. It's not for everyone. I quite like them. I've got one of the RC10 clear kits. I haven't built it yet, but that will be coming up soon. And more importantly, this kit Brett and I will build over the next couple of weeks, so you'll see it happening. Without further ado, let's open it up. Okay, straight away, I'm going to open this because this is just so cool. There's another box inside. The clear wheels. These are great. Really, really good. Now, there's no tyres included in this kit, which is, that's fine. I have seen somewhere in the past translucent off-road tyres available. I can't remember who made them. Don't know if they still are. They look really cool on this kit, but you might like the contrast of the straight black against these. Clear wheels are great. You can see through, you'll be able to see all the suspension. This bag, lots of black bits, but the important bit is the uprights. They're also in clear. We'll hold that up there so you can see it from the top. Uprights are clear. Again, it's okay for me to open this kit because we're going to build it. Just as long as I put things back in the same box they came from. Here we go. You can even feel the brittleness. You need to be very, very careful when assembling these kits. A lot of people have just been grinding down on their screwdrivers and stuff, and oh, it's broken. Yeah, you don't have a big margin for error in these cars. You need to be very, very careful when you're assembling them. This is a shock bag. I think they might have missed a trick here. These are 13mm big bore shocks. These are exactly the same that come in the normal B6.4 kit. All the plastics, all of this is just identical to the normal stuff. Rod ends. I've seen clear shocks in the past, I think from Tamiya. They were pretty cool. Maybe Associated could have gone all out and done that, but there's some high precision machining on these that you can't really readily duplicate in making them out of plastic. So I suspect that's why they've gone this route. It's not too bad. Next bag, oh yes. We've got, it's the front or the rear arms, not sure. Let's just open it up. How cool is that? Just hold that there. Exactly the same as the B6.4 arms, but in clear. You do this on a normal arm, there'll be a degree of flex. Here, you can feel it, it's much stiffer. But they've really done a good job of this. All these holes are just blind holes. I'm going to say when we build this kit, we are going to tap those holes before we actually screw anything into them. Just take your time with a tap, 3mm or something maybe, I'm not sure. Bit of lube, just very, very slowly. That lessens the chances of anything going wrong and something snapping. More clear bits, more uprights, and I'm not sure. Oh, C-hubs. I like those as well. It's a real trip. Jeez. The 9-step driver wasn't doing the job there. You can have a look at the C-hubs there from the top. And the inserts there to adjust the angle. Again, they look so cool and clear. I don't know why. There's just something about having them in that clear arrangement that works well. Oil. That's clear. Body shell and wing are standard. It's always a bit of a question for people when they're building these kits. Do you paint this or not? If you paint it, you can't see through it. And I was thinking maybe a candy colour for this one, just a single straight candy colour. Maybe a candy blue, something like that, so you can still see through it. Or alternatively, you could just use a smoke like I use on the window tint for a lot of the kits that I build, so you can still see through to the inside. But you know, a lot of people go, nah, I'm quite happy to paint it. It's a personal choice. And that'll be the front wing. Let's dive down here. Alloy chassis. That's good. It's the same as the RC10 clear kit. It used a silver chassis, and I think the silver works well with the clear concept. It's just a good match. If you're really keen, you could get this anodized or powder coated in a colour of your choice. I think we'll probably leave this one as it is. It looks nice. You can see the nice machining marks here when all the slots and everything get milled out. Great looking thing. Dive in here, we've got all the bearings and front bulkhead and with the shock tower. We'll open this up as well. That's better. Servo saver, also fully clear. Rod ends and the turnbuckles. You can't really have the rod ends in clear plastic. That just won't work. So they've left them black. It's good. You need a bit of contrast on some of the kit. Otherwise, it's all, if everything's clear, it's not so interesting. Now this one's got some big bits in it. These are the side guards that run alongside the chassis. Where's the chassis? They fit there. They run alongside there. Really nice moulding here. These are slightly frosted. I'm assuming that was deliberate. It's just slightly different to the clear moulding on the rest. The other arms, I think these are the rear. I'm not overly familiar with a 6.4. I've got a 6.2 myself, but I can't. It's been so long since I've looked at it, I can't remember what they are. These front or rear arms, they're definitely one of them. And again, carbon front shock tower, but the front bulkhead support and cover are all in clear. Again, one of those is frosted, the other isn't. Be interested to know what their thinking was for that, why some things are frosted and some aren't. Probably just to add a bit of contrast. Rest of the parts here, you've got some nice usual associated blue alloy bits. And those, we'll attempt to put these back in the same bag they came out of. Unfortunately, when Brett and I do unboxings, half the time we end up putting them in the wrong place and we can never find them again. That's not good. Open this. Oh. It's all the transmission internals, out drives, main gear. They're as per normal. Now we'll open this one up. I don't even know what that bit is. Is it part of the waterfall? Not sure. More black parts and, oh, the gear cover, also frosted. That's nice. I actually quite like the frosted look. I think Associated have done that just to give you some contrast, not just endless 100% clear parts. These ones are all clear. They are the transmission housings. Hold that up there so you can see that. This will be great. This is the part I'm really looking forward to, assembling the transmission and having the gears inside. Now, normally you'd lube the gears just a little bit. I think we could potentially actually add a little bit of silicone spray just to make sure that it spins freely. Even though we're never going to run this car, it will be on display somewhere, probably at our sister store at the Hobby Man when it's done. We'll see how that goes. The rest of it is just hardware, top lay shaft, the slipper, and this box, this bag way down here. We've got some couple of gears, rear shock tower in carbon, some alloy parts for the side of the motor mount, and the gears. And that's about it. It's a two-wheel drive competition buggy kit. There's not a whole lot of wing mounts. Yeah, I think out on the track they wouldn't last very long at all. Very, very brittle. There's not a lot to a two-wheel drive buggy kit at any stage. They're very, very simple. And I know so many people, oh, well, I don't see the point of this. Well, yeah, you might not, but it doesn't matter. The point is, for anyone who really loves their B6, this is a good way to have it one on display and go, look, you can see the engineering in it, and you can appreciate what the car is, instead of just, there's something, maybe you could have your old B6 up on the shelf with this one next to it, so people can say, oh, I raced that one, it was great, and this is what it looks like inside. So it's very much an attention getter for people who don't race RC cars, and they can see the bits inside, so it really, really goes down well. So, a worthy addition to your collection. If you're not into shelf queens, that's fine, but you can appreciate this for what it is. A really cool car with a very rich pedigree of going back quite a few years for the B6s. I think it's a worthy way for Associated to send the car off. And so keep a watch. Brett and I will be building this car up over the next couple of weeks. Until then, this is Tony at Hearns Hobbies. See you later.